in New York, Texas, Midwest.
I will do that one.
Eating peanut butter and having a tongue ring don't mix right. Franchise or head-to-head? I don't care.
Let's play a quick challenge with your ultimate team. Now this challenge, you'll quickly unlock longer challenges and the ability to play your ultimate team against other players. Let's play a quick challenge with your ultimate team. Now this
17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Maden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips.
Two 935 players.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
Pick a team.
Come on, Devin, let's go. I'm not going to talk over you. I want you to listen to me.
Red 1.
I guess I'll just do my own team then.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Come on. No, I need water. Let's go. Come on, the door. Come on. Come on. Well, you can take that in the house. You can take that in the house for your mom if you want, but you need to come in here. I'm telling you, Devin. You're just falling over those shoes.
Falcons. Cowboys. Why my name?
No, he went inside.
LOL.
Your season starts now. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected each week once you have made your game plan and focus plan.
Oh, outside. I should have been a catch down. Honest. What's wrong with the catching today? Alright. Quit. Yes. I don't care. Because I got messed up enough.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Do you know how to spell my last name without looking?
Mm-hmm.
LOL. Yes. You sure? Yes.
I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm trying to keep you safe. You have fallen 100 times. Those soles on your shoes are they keep coming off. You keep tripping over them, and you're not listening to me. I want your shoes changed. You're running around too much to have those shoes on.
So got 3 in 1 tackle, but could do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Olivia's cooking dinner. Poppy just wants you to be safe.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Romo. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10.
And there you go. Tony Romo and Des Bryant, that often serves as an electrical charge for their offense.
And a warning to the defense, beware.
Yeah, that's the first one of the day.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You were telling Poppy, I don't know what you were saying. That wasn't nice. Be nice.
Almost out again.
With you changing, but I understand. Don't get tackle and get the ball to the goal.
You keep tripping over that. That's why you keep falling.
Second down for Prescott. It's going to lead this running back. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to the guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them energized as they go forward.
Prescott down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be
the best I have.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Olivia did go with Poppy.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening.
It happens when I watch football. I'm very competitive.
Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's getting the first down before being taken down at the 46.
LOL.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was.
You should see me at a football game. It's bad.
They're trying to show extreme confidence.
Prescott looks to throw first. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that they were able to do that. It would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and the keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
It's okay. I
Mom's
need.
grumpy.
Sorry.
I love you, Dad.
I'm sorry.
Still first down.
To the air again, Prescott.
It's
He's going to
okay.
throw one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. Fights off another.
I think the second.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge. This will be play number
Mom never
10
told me.
on
Mom
the
said she'll call me when
opening
something else happens.
Oh,
Prescott. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now.
Go verdict.
your phone's ringing, Devin. Your phone's ringing.
I can't tell my dad, okay? Try your phone call my dad on your phone.
Your phone's ringing.
No, I didn't know you could phone call my
I don't have the duo.
No, you're back to me. Can I use the phone?
Here, you need mine to call your here. Call your, I don't
My dad's
know.
Rocky.
Well, you can call, wait, you can call your mom on this.
I'm gonna call my dad.
No, here, you can call your mom on this. Sit
Now
down.
Dan Bailey, 30 of 32 in field goal tries last year.
I'm telling him
Your phone number's dead. What?
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new ball to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by Eli Manning, the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns in his 13th season now.
I've always loved his demeanor. He's able to maintain an evenness to his play. Didn't matter whether he threw.
Oh, wow. Well, here's James. You want to talk to him? You give him some. All right.
What's going on?
My dad said to go
Yeah.
Listen, they're going to put him in another hospital because he's not feeling any better. But they're going to take care of him, and they're going to give him special.
Which one are you going to?
And he's going to be okay. You just got to. It just takes
Okay.
time, and you got to be patient. And he'll be home before you know it.
Yeah.
So you don't know when you're coming home?
Okay.
It's not gonna be today, probably.
Okay. Your mom will be back. Your mom's not leaving you. She's just gotta help your dad right now. She's up there with your dad. She's not leaving you. Which way do you want to go, bud? I don't know which way you want to go. Okay, don't turn around. Don't walk backwards. That's how we fall.
Okay.
If not, she'll be home.
Okay.
Well, you have me bring it in the house.
Because Grandma won't do it because Grandma won't watch Devin.
Grandma's in the hospital. Your grandma's in the
And she's in the hospital.
That's not my birthday. Oh, James, it's okay. James is talking to your mom. It's okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen right now. I've got a good idea. I'm going to be quitting my job.
Okay.
Will make you feel better.
The stress doesn't help anyways.
Watch out. You're going to trip over
No.
it. And that's...
Unless the doctor doesn't tell you the stress isn't helping you.
Here, why don't you sit down? There you go. Sit down there, and then you can see.
I love you, Mommy.
There,
It's Dad, buddy.
That's your dad.
Hey, Dad, I love you. I love you. Love you too. I love you too. Hey. Yeah. I love you.
You just took the phone.
Are you alright? Yeah.
I hope you're okay.
Can you unblock me? I can I call who call you? Poppy? Who? Poppy, call Mickey. I'll call you right now.
Nobody's calling me. You talk to, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
I'm sorry, Poppy, call you, Mickey. You see that, baby? Poppy, call
That's okay. You just call. You talk to your dad. Don't worry about all that.
Are you going to stay up there?
He doesn't have a choice, buddy. They're making him. He has to go to a different hospital.
Because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
How can you feel better?
I love you. Up to the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
So, Mom has to find somebody for us for tonight.
What's the matter? This is as loud as it goes. This phone isn't very loud. It is on speaker, I think.
It is.
Yeah, it's on. Oh, I just turned it all the way. There. That's all the louder it'll go. It doesn't go real loud. Yeah, it's on speaker, it looks like. You don't have it silent.
I can't hardly hear you. Can you unblock me?
I'm working on it. Your mom's working on it right now.
Where you phone at, Dad? Did my mom got it?
Yeah.
In the bag? Yeah.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing is Manning on third
Probably
down.
could call you like that.
No, Devin, it's okay.
Shane Vereen, the intended
Well, if your mom and dad are ready to get off the phone, I don't know if they're done talking to you or not, but don't worry about it.
Bud, come here.
Devin, your dad's
I
talking to
did
you.
call you, come here.
Oh, okay.
Bud, come here. Dad. Bud. Bud.
Hey, look, your dad's calling you on your phone.
Okay.
Here. All right, I'll have him answer your phone. You take care.
Thank
Get
you,
better.
buddy.
Ready for touch you there now?
There we go.
Brad Wig, a third-year man out of LSU, on to punt it away.
I love you.
Careful.
I'm going to
Careful. You got your foot picked.
Love you.
No, because your shoe's getting right under your...
Take it in at the 11. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Now, what did you say?
They have to find somebody. They have to find somebody for me and Devin because Mom wants to stay up there with them.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So the only problem that we're gonna have is finding somebody that will want Devin.
The coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about when they really said...
I was just letting you know what Mom said. She said we're gonna find somebody for Devin because she knows we're gonna come home tonight.
When it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough,
Yeah, they got to take this out, take one of these out so you can hear me. They're going to put your dad in a different hospital because they got to check and see what's going on, I'm sure. I'm sure he,
I'm here for a time today.
well, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know when your mom's going to be here or anything. No, I'm not going to bother your mom.
This dude, right here,
Well, that's fine.
always gets hurt
Calling him back. He didn't answer.
every game with broken collarbone.
No, Poppy.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Manning going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Harris, complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5. At the 4. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football. As we begin.
Alright, let's go instantly play. He's out.
They've got it here with a first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field. So 2 there, bringing up second down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL.
Against Ohio State. Boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Manning now on third and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Dwayne Harris from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the... And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Bryant on the catch right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, they brought the pressure. That meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Prescott yet again. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think this play all go.
Finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And Beasley with it over the middle.
5 yards.
On the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. And again, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now left side here to Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. He see this week 1.
I don't hate to see it. Just saying. Not in life, and it's all good.
Prescott looks to throw it first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud dust football anymore. I gotta get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Bryant, the lone receiver left. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing one incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back to 7-6.
Yeah, there was some over Saints
Stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points
St.
on.
John.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. The no problem is converting there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive where they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
That's my man.
That's your guy. He was looking for a little back at that time. And it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. And they're going to try and throw on third down. A double off to Marine. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open. Now second down. Second down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offense coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This misses away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He's going to let it go again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd. Deep drop. But he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Dennis is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time.
Let me finish this in
going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other end. Just a little bit of time left on the clock.
And they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Okay, it text me when you're done.
Throwing. Prescott escaping the pressure right. It's a 9-yard.
No, stay on.
Play, and that'll make
Please.
it 2nd and short. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA halftime report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Cowboys and the Giants passed the ball very well in the first half, and it's part of the...
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return
I don't even know how you challenge.
Play number 6 on this drive.
I think I'll give it to... let's go for it.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. throw is Prescott. And Escobar has it left side. The completion good for 3.
What did you say? The stick.
When they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Bryant, the lone receiver left. Prescott yet again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Maden. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So now in 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Maden, and incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Slips past it. Where'd he go? A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. On the last drive. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read.
How do...
And they are going to set up shot.
No, yeah, we'll find it.
At the 40-yard line.
Alright, the way I play doesn't usually work, so I'm gonna have to go from your place down.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Looking to throw, Prescott. Oh, there's that man again, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the... I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of
just gained an extra 8 yards off of that. So
It's real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
no one was open, and I'm not risking the thing of being trying to pull off so hard so I wasn't take off by too many people.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Prescott. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
Jason Pierre
It's
Paul.
JPP, 7th-year man Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Third long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Okay, these settings are not even fair for my offense. Everything on 50. I got this. Might as well, we're gonna lose if I don't promote this, so. I'm just gonna super into the middle of the game.